Here's how you hang a quote. It's actually quite easy. The idea is to fix this ragged line. As you see, it's a nice straight line over here, except for where this quote is, and the S gets indented by that. So this right there takes away from the visual continuity of the line. The idea is to put the quote outside of the box, and Adobe InDesign has a great way for us to do that. Check it out. I highlight this and work my way up to type and story. Now it's kind of a weird step, but trust me here. If I click optical alignment, it's going to align optically. But there's one more step. Because my point size is 30 points, I need to take it up to 30. And now, as you can see, everything kind of lines up. Now, I am concerned this week. I want to make sure that students don't forget leading and kerning and tracking and how to format your type, and start using the enter key to create spaces, stuff like that. What I suggest you guys do is turn on type and show hidden characters, and make sure you're not adding unnecessary paragraphs like that. You've got a quote as part of your assignment for this week, and I want to make sure to suggest everybody take some time and make that quote look good. Remember that with quotes you can pay attention to things like hyphens. See where enterprise right here gets hyphenated? We don't want that to happen. Starship, N, and enterprise, forget that. Press Shift Enter, and that creates a soft return. It doesn't create a new paragraph, it just creates a soft return. The ragged right here, though, is a little too much. So if I were trying to clean this up, I would say these are the voyages. Pop that up here. And right here I'm going to control that right side. Now I could just take the text frame and bring it in like that, but why not just take control of the quote using Shift Enter. So I'll say space the final frontier, and these are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. How about voyages of the, and I'll take Starship Enterprise, the next line. It's 5-year mission. Okay, let's say 5-year, and we'll take mission down to the next line. To explore strange new worlds. Pop that down the next line. Seek out a new life. Next line. Pressing Shift Enter, by the way, as you can see, these little signs are soft returns. To boldly go where no man has gone before. James T. Kirk. And James T. Kirk, this can be shrunk down. In fact, let's replace that little mark there. I pasted this off the internet with an ellipsis. And we'll hit a tab right here and take the point size down on this. So let's take this down to, let's say, how about 18 points. Then we'll go to paragraph spacing and add some space above it, because we don't hit enter, do we? We don't do that. That's not how we add space. And I'll use tabs, and actually check that out. It's optically aligning that right there. But I'll tab it over a bit. That's a whole conversation if I was going to explain tabs, but we'll take it over here. That feels like a sin. You really only need one tab right there. In fact, I'll tell you you're allowed to do that, but me since I have the knowledge, I'll show you the right way to do it, which would be to get this tabs panel out, and instead of going with the automatic tab, just create your own tab. And that's a whole conversation and a half, and I won't have it right now. You'll hear it sometime in the future. But that is how you can tab right there. It's just kind of cool, right? That's a what is that? A right justified tab. Yes, I had to hover and look. You saw me. I'm a sinner. Can't help it. All right. So next we're going to be talking about glyphs. I'll toss that in here. There's a glyphs panel right up here. if I go to Window and type in Tables, there's a Glyphs panel you can open up. And that's a whole conversation. There's a video on it, but I just want you to note that in order to search that, to drill down these glyphs, you'll have to choose different fonts. This way, right now Minion Pro selected. These are all the members of the Minion Pro family. And if you want to isolate and not have to look at the entire font, remember you can just say, hey, I just want to look at the punctuation right here. So as you can see, that works just fine. Again, I have more details on this, but I just wanted you to know that the Glyphs panel is right in here, Type in Tables. I believe it's also under Type over here where it says Glyphs. That's how you can access it, and that's where all those special characters are that we're talking about using this week. In addition to glyphs, if you're looking for like M spaces, something we're going to be doing this week, you can right-click, go to Insert Special Character, and it actually has a lot of these in here. So in particular, if you want hyphens and dashes, they're right here. See? M dash and M dash. That should actually be just about enough for you to do your homework for this week. It's not too difficult of a job, but I do want to say that if you just use Minion Pro, it's going to come across as lazy. So try to put some more time into your type choices. Pick classic time-tested typefaces, but explore a little bit. It doesn't have to be a serif. If you want to add some color in or even a graphic, feel free. If you want to customize the quote or put your own spin on things to shoot for that over-the-top grade, go for it. Have fun with it. Remember that we're here to learn, and not just, sometimes if we're in a rush we do the minimum, but ideally do the maximum you can do and really explore and take your time this week. This whole fine-tuning talk is very important. It's what separates the men from the boys or the women from the ladies. I'm not sure if that made any sense, so I'm going to stop there. But it really is what we do to stand apart, and it's what your employer pays for, is that you have a detailed understanding of these things. All these little adjustments at the end make a big difference. Thanks for listening.